Howdy, just doing a little vid on what I'm doing to split a hive for reference in future. Australian native bees. Can't remember the Latin name, but it'll come to me. Something Australis. So I'll just this is what I've got now. Look at that raggedy old foam covered hive. You can see coming and going, all good. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show the basis of all of the things I'm using, and then we'll record it, the actual splitting event. So what I use is various things. The hive comes in two halves and it'll be stuck together, so you need things like chisel or like car spludger, splitters, car trim tools might be useful, maybe a hatchet, something to split it. We use this to put a little hole, nice 5-6 centimeter hole in the front, and I've already pre-drilled that one there for one of the sides. Normally I'll pop the top off. Normally it's very simple construction, and I'll tell you the dimensions as well. It's just 2 boxes. I use a little bit of the paper masking tape. I haven't got any left. Normally I'd seal it on the outside with masking tape, but I'm going to have to go with like carpet tape, just because in future they might end up chewing it and getting stuck. But you can see, really simple, 2 halves with 2 holes. So there's 2 halves over there. You split those in 2, fold one over, fold one over on the other, put one on one side, one on the other. Why do you use the masking tape? Just to stop them from dropping through, because it might not split evenly and you want the bees. Also, when you put it together, one side's going to be on the top, because really you want to make sure that the hole is always at the bottom. Also, when you put the hole in, I've come in up at a slight angle, because if it rains, then you want the rain to sort of hit and come this way. You don't want this rain coming in and then filling up, because that won't be good for the hive at all. You want to avoid water. So the dimensions of these, and it's just a ply board. Yes. $25 for 250 by 27 and a half, 275, and it's what it looks like, maybe 18mm or 19mm ply, and with one little hole. And yes, you might say, but the other bottom half's going to have a hole in it as well. Well, yes, it will. But you block one up and you just leave one open. And then what we'll do is we'll put them together, stick them together, and I'll leave them like on top of each other for maybe 2 or 3 days, just so that the hive, they start to share. You'll split the hives, but what you're hoping for is that one of the queen cells in the hive that doesn't have the queen will then become the queen and hatch. Everybody's happy, and then you can take the one hive away. All right. Okay, so this is what happens when you leave a hive for too long. They're swarming everywhere. They don't hurt, but we've got bags on our heads because they've gone crazy. Now come over here, Noah.
Yeah.
What I've done is I put the axe in. You can see the hive's completely spilled outside. Yeah. This is all honey. And what I've done is I've just put the axe in on both sides. There's honey leaking everywhere. I'm going to quickly split this and show you what it looks like inside. And then I'm going to quickly put them back on the base over here. So I'm just going to get one of these ready. This one's the top, this one's the bottom. Like so. They're absolutely going nuts. They're all up my armpits. Ready? Right, 1, to watch. That, have a look in there. That's a beautifully healthy hive. Look at the shapes, the spirals, everything. So I'm going to take this. I'm not going to steal any honey out of this side. I'm just going to plop that on top there, like so. And this one, because very rarely happens, I'm going to take some honey. I'm just going to steal a bit of honey.
Oh, what's in my nose?
All right.
How have they gotten in?
At the moment, there's a bit of a.
It's in my mask. My mask is useless now.
Okay. It's all right now. Don't worry.
I know it's alright. I don't know why we film portrait.
Okay. Because I've got another one in portrait. So what I'm going to do is just going to pour some out. Normally, you leave the honey in there because it helps them through the winter. But we're splitting before summer, so there should be enough here.
Oh, how's he gotten in?
The honey's coming everywhere because they've expanded out.
Yeah, why don't they just go get their honey?
You're going to sacrifice quite a few bees. That's all right.
Oh, it's so tickly. Ah!
All right. So what I'll do now is like the other side, I'm going to put these two together, tape them up, put a hole in the thing, and then we'll be done.
Should I stop the video so we can do it?
Yeah, you can do that. Right, well that always went a bit hectic actually. I was quite surprised how many bees decided to come out. So this is the sort of finishing bit. Lots of bees, they're still hanging around. They're just so attracted to the smell of the material of the hive and the honey. I was going to leave all that there, but most of the polystyrene and other things was in such a state. What I've done is I've got the old hive and the new hive on top of each other, and I put a little bit of the material that they create to seal the hive together, and they put that at the front of the hive. I've put a little bit in each of the holes, and that just gives them the smell, so they come back. But I've actually taken also, there's so many bees all around all of the other hive construction. I've actually put it into a plastic bag. I just put it at the top and the bottom and around, so eventually when they get sick and tired or whatever they're doing there, I'm hoping it doesn't confuse them, but you can see there now, they're actually quite merrily flying in and out of top and bottom. And tomorrow I'll switch top and bottom, and I'll keep doing that every day. And then about 6 days or so, the next new owner will take one of them, and I'll get rid of everything else, and we should be good to go. And this time around, I think I'm going to build a nice little pretty hive box rather than the, as my wife keeps telling me, the not aesthetically pleasing beehive. Alright, cheers.